everybody, it's Aquila, and this is a Lefty-Knitter podcast. You can find me on Instagram and on Ravelry as aquilladahun and a Lefty-Knitter podcast. I'll put all the links down below. I also have a group there, a Lefty-Knitter podcast group. I haven't said this in a while, so I just want to say this. I want to say thank you to all my viewers. I think I have some new subscribers, and I want to say, thank you to all the viewers that keep coming back and watching my videos. I know not everybody is, gonna like what I have to say, and that's just kind of how it is. Because recently, in the last episode, I talked about what's happening in the United States, about Black Lives Matter and, amplifying melanated voices, and some people probably are not going to agree with me. And that's okay. That's how they feel. But I'm trying to make a change, so who's with me? So I just wanted to get that out there and just say thank you. Sorry, my nails are painted and this is weird. So yes, thank you to any new viewers. I hope you can maybe join in on the cow that I'm hosting, which is the birthstone cow. All my rules are in the Ravelry group, and I'll be picking 2 winners from that for the finished objects, and I think they're pretty great prizes. 2 $40 gift cards that you can spend however you want with 2 indie dyers. My opinion, I think that's good. So this is episode 69. I didn't mention that. So, I only have one, object that I'm working on right now, and it's for this birthstone cow. And I've already showed you the yarn, so I am using fully spun yarn, and yeah, I am doing, because my birthstone is green, it's emerald, and I'm doing the moho shawl. Now I'm questioning myself. I don't have the pattern printed anywhere. I was just using it online, as a PDF, and yeah, it's by Christopher Salas. I do know that. It's very memorizable, and I love that. And I've gotten pretty far. It's at the stage where it kind of looks like a thong. And it's kind of curling up a little, so it's hard to show completely, but you can see this shawl is knit where it has chevron shape to it. So it's gonna have that point, and this yarn is really great for it because it changes color, and you can see the colors have been changing, and the changes will happen like in a V formation, and I love that. So yeah, there you go. One side is lace and one side is just garter. Love this. I am loving this. It's amazing. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on. The yarn I purchased some yarn. I've been trying to use a lot of yarn from my stash. I am not strictly knit from my stash, but I am trying to use yarn that I have in my stash. I have enough that I could do different things, but I did not have enough to do this project. Now, this is a sweater I saw on Instagram, and I knew I had to make it for my husband. I have a cat. Do you want to say hi, Vaughn? Bubs, do you want to say hi? Want to give me kisses? Can we turn around and say hi? Or not? Okay. This is Bubby or Vaughn. He is not going to look up. He is very angry. He's my old kitty. He's got some kidney issues. I need to learn how to give him an IV for fluids. And I just haven't done it yet. I have to get back to the vet and do that. Whole nother story, topic. Interruptions. Nobody's even here, and I'm still getting interrupted. Okay, the sweater. This sweater I saw is by Maxim Sear, and it is called the Once and Floral sweater. I have the pattern printed. I don't think I have the first page printed. Oh, that's not even part of the pattern. But it's that sweater. Oh my god, I love it, right? So John, who, if you're a reoccurring viewer of this channel, is my husband, Johnny Bobo, and I've not knit him a sweater yet. He's been on me about it. So this will be the sweater I'm making for him. He knows, he's seen the colors I've picked already. Now the reason I picked this, he loves wearing those Western pearl snap button down shirts. And I don't want to categorize them, I guess, as cowboy shirts, but they're usually like plaid. Some of them are just straight up plain color fabric. And they have like stitching, like they'll have stitching here, or they'll have stitching across the back, like lots of times of flowers, sometimes different things. It's just reminded me of that style, and I really, really liked it. I was gonna go, cat hair. I was gonna go kind of crazy and make him a blue sweater. I just don't see him wearing a blue sweater. He wants a black sweater, and I don't want to make a black sweater. Even though this one's black, I just didn't want to make a black sweater. The blue, because his eyes are fiercely blue. They're beautiful. And I wanted to do that to like make them pop. But then I was like, he doesn't wear a ton of blue. Like, so I kind of opted out of the blue. So I've been looking at this yarn, and I've never used it before, and I bought it from the Woolly Thistle. It's an online shop, and they carry all kinds of yarns from over in England and the United Kingdom. And so it's Jamieson and Smith, and I've never used their yarn. So this is their 2-ply jumper weight. I don't know if that's gonna focus. Jamieson and Smith. And then there is he's calling now. I'm gonna decline him. I'll call him back in a minute. He knew I was talking about him. Okay, so the size I'm making for him is the 44 3/4 bust. Chest circumference. So I needed 12 of the main color. So this is going to be the main color. This gray is going to be where the black is. The white is going to be where the light gray is. And the the red is going to be the flowers. So I needed 12 balls of this because it's, I mean, you guys could look up the yardages. It's 125 yards. For 25 grams, because these are only 25 grams. And it's 100% Shetland wool, so he will not be the one taking care of this sweater at all. I needed 2 of the white or cream color, I should say. It's like, I think it was cream. And then this red, I only needed 1. I'm excited. So there you go. There is the colors for the sweater. And this was kind of a compromise. There was some other grays that I really liked that had some kind of bluey tint to it. But he said he wanted that black sweater, so I went with the darkest gray they had available, which is this one. All right, so I might be casting this on very soon. All right, until the next clip, see you guys then. Okay, so it's now Saturday, June 13th, and I'm gonna wrap up this week's video. I'm working on my moho shawl. I'm knitting. The pattern is memorized by now. I'm just going with it. And I thought I had remembered I needed 171 stitches. and then you start the second half. Okay, I'm knitting. Like, man, this ball is getting small. I'm not to 171 stitches yet. And I'm afraid I'm not gonna have enough for the second half. So I was like, I probably should weigh my yarn. And I never did that. But I did go look at the pattern last night. I'm not going backwards. I needed 117 stitches, not 171. So I was at 155 when I realized this. So that's what, 30 some stitches extra. Whoops. Again, I'm not going backwards. I'm gonna knit as far as I can with this cake, and then I may just pick out some black yarn that I have in my stash or something else to make it a little bit longer, because I feel like I'm gonna need it a little bit longer, even though I know it's gonna block out pretty good. I still can't believe I did that. Oh well. So I'm pretty far. I didn't put a stitch marker. I'm really terrible with that, guys. So here's the beginning, and then you can see all the color changing. And I love the color changing. And I'm here. So now I've decided, of course, but see, I was like, this isn't very long, right? Like, because it goes this way. I think it is more like not a shawlette. It's just not a big shawl. And I'm used to making, the last couple shawls I've made have been very big. I mean, this is definitely gonna, I can aggressively block this and block this out. But, yeah, but look at those colors. Oh my God, I love it. Oh, cat hair.
Just need help.
Lots of cat hair, always in this house. We have 3 cats. Three cats. So I'm just gonna start doing the second half now. I did a couple rows already last night after I realized that. And I know 30 some extra stitches every row is gonna eat up a lot more yarn. Again, it's okay. It's okay. I have stash yarn that I can use and just put like a fun ending on it. So it, you know. The moho shawl. I really do love it though. I think it's really cool. I'm excited to see how it's gonna be when it's done. The only other project that I have worked on is John's Once in Floral sweater. I have gotten about 10 rows into the chart, so I don't have much to show. I've never done a pattern this way. You start, so here's like a collar. You start here, and at the end you pick up. And in the pattern, it says you do that because it makes a nice tighter fit. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna do it the way the pattern's written. I've seen lots of people talk about sweaters that way. I've seen lots of people say, well, I'm just gonna cast on the ribbing, then start the body. And I'm like, okay, or the yoke, whatever. I'm just gonna follow the pattern. I'm gonna try it. And hopefully when I pick up the stitches, it doesn't look bad. Because I will rip it out and redo it probably a few times. Because this is the first sweater I've ever made for John, and I don't want him to hate it and then never want me to make him something else again. Because I really would like to make him more things. He used to wear cardigans all the time when I first met him. I haven't seen him wear a cardigan in years. But he worked a different kind of retail, I guess. I mean, I guess he still is kind of retail-ish in what he does, but heavy equipment, you're not wearing cardigans. So again, I'm using the Jamieson & Smith 2-ply. I haven't gotten to the third color yet. Let me see. I'm at the beginning of a row. I've never used this yarn either, and so far I really, really like it. So it's a little bunched up. I just did an increase row. My last row was an increase row. So, yeah. And it does, like, if I were to, sorry, I'm pulling the ends to get a little more. I mean, me and John aren't exactly the same size, but I was trying to show you. Oh, go this way, sorry. So these needles go over my head. So that's about where it sits. I mean, John's a little bit bigger than me, just in, you know. And, you know. Oh, I do have it on the wrong way. Haha. The top would be the other way. Oh no, now I'm stuck. This is quality video. Yeah, the needles need to be at the bottom. So the needles are now at the bottom of the work, and it would be like this. And I'm gonna pick up and do these. I didn't read how many rows. I wonder how, I'm curious now how many rows you do for the ribbing at the neckline. Can't show you that page because it definitely has charting on it. Let's see, color, smaller needles, pick up and knit until it's 2 inches. So you could do as much as you want. So it was sitting, what, right about here? I mean, 2 inches. That's gonna be good. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of where it sits on him, right? Maxim Sear. He was just showing on his Instagram the bear. It's a hoodie, and they did a little version, and the hood has ears on it, and it's adorable. So if you haven't seen that, I will try to remember to link that down below. All right, and yeah, so I have a project here that I don't know when I made it, and I guess John was going through his drawers and he found this, and Z comes up and she's like, "Mommy, Daddy gave this to me." And I was like, "Oh, what is it?" Like, I'm in the shower and I have to like look out to see what she's talking about. And it was this hat I made. So I must have made John this hat at some point. And it's small. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely not the kind of hat he wears now, but Z will definitely wear it. But we must have something that's going on. This strand of orange for the first row is broken. You can see that. I don't want to mess with it too much because I need to pick up, and I'm gonna just patch it because Z said she'll wear it. I'll just patch it. I have probably not this orange, but I have some yarn that I can make work, and it'll just have a patch. And if she wants me to put like, maybe I'll crochet a flower and put a flower pin on it or something. You won't even notice. Or do the patch in like black and it'll just be cool looking. But I've never fixed something like this before. So it doesn't look hard. It's only one stitch that's broken. It looks like a lot more, but it's really only one stitch because you can see this row here, it's that stitch because the other 2 rows are intact. Columns are intact, I should say. So it's one stitch, but I might have to pull out some of it to make it work. Sorry, I'm blurry. Yeah, I mean, I probably made this years ago when John and I probably first got together. Sorry, my hair is stuck in my glasses. Does that happen to anybody else who wears glasses? It's stuck right here in that crease. Then you pull your hair out and it hurts. I think I need to get my glasses adjusted because they've been hurting me lately behind my ears. So I think they just need to be adjusted again. And America's Best is where I got these. So I can definitely, they're open again. So I can just do I think I could probably just do a walk-in as long as I'm wearing my mask and get them adjusted because they need it. If I'm getting headaches, if it's hurting, it's not good. So yeah, I'm gonna be fixing this. I'll show you guys after I fix it what it looks like. You know, I have a sweater, my So Faded sweater that must have gotten attacked by something, and and look, there's another spot. So something was definitely, look at that one. You might not be able to tell. It's really thin. Oh man. I hope we don't have something going on in our house. That would be not good. But I think we might. Oh goodness. Another spot. Oh no. Paige the Framer just did a video about bugs and moths and whatnot, and I did not watch it because I figured I could go back and watch it when I needed to, and I might need to. I may need to do some research. I also need to probably get a better place to store all my hand knits. They just go in like a cube bin that goes on a shelf in a cube storage thing. And it's not really, it doesn't have a lid or anything. I might need to get something that has tight lids on it if we're having some sort of issue. Dang it. Now I need to check all my yarn. Well, this is just annoying. I won't say depressing because it can be fixed. You know, certain things could be fixed. But I have a So Faded sweater that I noticed has some holes in it. And I'm really nervous about trying to fix that. So this will give me some practice. There, upside, positive side to it. Today at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my auction starts for my cowl. Let me grab that. I'm auctioning this cowl off, and the money is going to go to the NFC Momentum Fund, which is Karida at Neighborhood Fiber Company here in Baltimore. She has a fund that helps Black communities all in the city and does different things depending on what's needed with that money. So this will be auctioned today. It's going to be on my Instagram page starting at 12, like I said. It'll end tomorrow on Sunday the 14th. It'll be dollar increments, and we will double the donation up to $100. So if it goes for $100, we're going to donate $200. So I needed this. I needed to be able to do something like this. My work had a public forum on Friday morning, hosted by the D&I committee, which is the Diversity and Inclusion Committee. And so we're working remotely, but half of the staff at where I work showed up. So half is good. All would have been better. Everyone needs to hear everything that's being said. So it was really good. I cried. It was awkward on video, Zoom, crying in front of coworkers that I don't always work close with, but it is what it is. But yeah, talks are happening. Change is happening. It's good. So John had brought up, there's things that you don't wear. Why don't you auction those or sell those and then donate that? And I was like, it's a really good idea. So I went into I have a drawer also in my bedroom that's full of my shawls, mostly shawls. It has a few odds and ends, but mostly knit shawls. It's because I have a lot. I made this shawl. It's called the Arcadic Shawlette. I'm reading from my notes because I'm terrible at remembering things like this. And it's by Dagmar Mora. I test knit it for her in 2015. I wove the ends in this morning. I've actually never worn it. Not that I don't like it. I think it's beautiful. I think I did it in like warm weather. I finished it. I can't remember. And I just put it away and I never wore it. And so I'm going to be selling this or auctioning this off too. So this is made out of Cascade 220. It's a shawl. It's a triangle shaped shawl. Goodness, showing it is not going to be easy. And yeah, so it's Cascade 220, which is a worsted weight. It was made on US 7s. And yeah, I'll put it on. I'll show you guys. So you could wear it, you know, bandana style, where you wear it in the front. You can wear it more like a scarf. You could wear it actually over your shoulders with a clip. So not the best shirt color to be wearing to show this, but yeah, so this is going to be the next thing that I'm going to be raising money to donate. Whether I auction it, I'm not sure. I guess I will see how the auction for this goes. I might just post this up for sale with a set price. I don't know. tell me down below what you think. Also, it'll be helpful after this auction goes this weekend to see how this might go. And would people rather have something that was like time spent hand knitting? I mean, it's really beautiful. It has this leaf motif that goes across the whole shawl and has a really pretty border. So yeah, so I guess I'm gonna have to just wait and see how this goes. Of course, I will be disclosing what it's made of, because this is, I'm pretty sure the Cascade 220 is 100% wool. I could be wrong about that. Hold on. Cascade 220, what are you made of? I have a laptop here. Yes, it is 100% worsted weight wool. So there's some people that might not want wool. Like you could wear this with a shawl pin though. You could wear it how I was showing you. You could wear it like a scarf. You could tie it. You could do it however you felt. So yeah, it's a lot different than like this is, you know? So like this is just a straight up tube. Nothing really crazy, special, intricate about it. But sometimes people like more simple things than they do decorative. So, yeah. All right, this is pretty much all I have to talk about. I will be posting that again on Instagram on a Lefty Knitter podcast. So if you're at all interested or you think anybody might be interested, please go and share that with them. I need as much, you know, sharing, I guess, as possible to get it out there. I shared it on my Facebook. I shared it on my other IG page. Some friends have posted it and shared it. So thank you to all those people who have shared it for me. It's really, really appreciated. So if again, you could share it again once I post the actual post for the bidding. That would be really, really appreciated. And yeah, so I hope everybody is staying healthy, staying safe, you know, getting outside. The weather's starting to turn really nice. Yeah, just doing things as, you know, in a manner that you feel as safe as possible for yourself. Don't feel like you have to rush out to a mall, you know, like we've done this for 3 months now and we're making it. We're doing it. Numbers here in Maryland have been going down, and that's a good thing. We did just reopen more, like another phase, so those numbers could change. So it's really just a day-to-day process. I've been seeing people post about CDC redacting some of the things they've said, so I need to do some research on that and see what is like the truth versus not the truth, because I can't just rely on what people post on social media. So, all right, until the next episode, guys, thank you for watching. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for liking, and share this if possible for me. Thank you so much, and knit happy.